Okie doke, so we're now going to fit the oil seal on the back of the gearbox where the main shaft comes out. I perhaps should have done this before I fitted the crankcases in the engine, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to replace the oil seal in the oil seal carrier. So I'm going to drive the old one out. It's just a push fit, so I found a socket of the right size. I'm just going to knock that old seal out. Come on. There you go. So that's the old seal. And then we're going to put the new seal in, open side inwards towards the gearbox, because we want the oil to stay in the gearbox. And again, the main thing about these is to try and get it even, which, as this is quite a large diameter, is not easy. I don't know if you could see that. I know I'm conscious of the fact that my arm, I need a better camera angle, don't I? I'm sorry. I know that my arm is often in the way. But basically, yeah, we just knock that in. Okay, that's good. Make sure it's all flush and level. Then I'm going to put some well seal on that. Well seal on the gearbox casing. We've got our gasket, our 3 screws, and we'll screw that onto the casing. Okay, so we've got the well seal on the back here. I'll just put the gasket over, obviously lining it up with the holes. I don't have to fit this carrier now. We can fit it later on. By the way, I'm just doing it now. This oil seal carrier, just so it's done. Just see if you can locate the screws. Yeah, that's good. I'm not Loctite them. Of course, I could do, but there's no strain on them. It is just the oil seal carrier, so there's no reason why it should come loose. So we just screw these up. There we go. And this carrier, this oil seal carrier, will that runs on the rear sprocket when we put the rear sprocket on. Okay, so there we go, oil seal carrier in place. That's the original output bearing. We decided that it's absolutely fine, and so we're reusing that one. Yeah, and the oil seal, and you need to make sure, especially on these big oil seals, that they're evenly in, they're nice and flat, because if they're not flat, they're kinked and they won't seal properly. They've got to be in perfectly flat and level, and then check that the lip is totally even. Because it's easy to sort of put one side in and not the other side, and then they kind of kink, and then they'll never seal properly. So always check that, especially on these bigger seals. There you go, oil seal carrier in. So we'll start actually assembling the gearbox itself now.